Hi, folks. It's me again, as usual. Everyone's calling the iOS 14 update the iDroid update. It's like half the features already have just been taken straight from Android. Picture-in-picture mode, having less intrusive notifications. Now that people call you, the stupid call screen doesn't take up the whole entire screen. It just takes up a small top part of the screen whenever you get a call. It's just a couple of those things, for example, have been on Android forever, and it's still weird to this day. It's still weird that they're just putting everything on the iPhone that Android has had for so many years now. Like, why are they so slow? You can't possibly tell me that they were waiting several years until they could fully polish off the picture-in-picture feature. Like, give me a break. That's been around for at least 5 or 6 years already. Like, how difficult is it to just be able to play a video while you're doing something else? It's not even that big of a deal. Like, I just don't get why they're taking so long just to put these basic features on the damn iPhone. You know, it's like this update is pretty decent so far, but at the same time, it's just kind of funny hearing like just about every person that reviews iOS 14, you hear the word finally way too much. Every article that talks about iOS 14, it's like, finally has this, can finally do that. Finally, it's about damn time. Like, it's just yet another update that everyone is just saying, well, it's about time we can finally do this. I just don't understand why they purposely take so long to add functionality to the iPhone that should have been there like years ago. Do I even really need to remind you of the cut, copy, and paste? How it took them 2 years just to add that? What is their deal? Oh. It's like that's the whole reason why so many people started jailbreaking in the first place, so they could have those features right away, and they would have to wait years for them to officially put it into the damn thing. I don't get why they don't just listen. Like, yeah, sure, they're listening. Clearly, they're finally listening to what we want, but it's just annoying how it's taking so damn long. It's a nice house, folks. There's a pool back there. Big backyard. Looks almost as big as the backyard at my old house I grew up in. But really now, they need to listen more, but they need to stop dragging their asses on the floor with adding new features. Because this is the whole reason why we jailbreak in the first place. I mean, I haven't jailbroken my iPhone since I had my iPhone 3G on iOS 4. And I only jailbroke it because I wanted the damn battery percentage and the multitasking and having a wallpaper on my home screen. Like, I had to hack my phone just to have basic features like that. Like, what the hell? And at the time, obviously, I didn't have the money to splurge on getting an iPhone 3GS so I could have the battery percentage and put a fucking wallpaper on my home screen and have the multitasking. I had an iPhone 3G that had half the RAM, and it was slow as shit. So I had to jailbreak the damn thing just to unlock those retarded features that should have been there from the start. But if that same phone was Android, it would have already had that functionality, obviously. You know, that's why I'll never understand why Apple just takes so long. And I know they do it on purpose. They just take such a long time to add bullshit that should have been there years ago. And that's why everyone is saying the same thing. Like, this update is yet another catch-up update. Catch-up. Oh, they're playing catch-up yet again. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Better late than never. But that's what Apple is always very popular for the whole better late than never slogan. They're always late. but it's better late than never. And then watch, iOS 15 comes out, and it's gonna be the same damn thing, just another catching up kind of update. Oh, I was hoping for a little bit more, but you know, iOS 14 isn't bad, but at the same time, it just feels slightly underwhelming, I should say. Like, it's kind of a neutral update. It's not great, but it's not bad either. It's okay. You know, the changes that are in this update, I like. You know, no more intrusive calls. Stupid calls, don't have to block the whole entire screen anymore. I like that. And I like the app library and the new home screen functionality and all that crap. Like, the changes that are in iOS 14 are good. I like them. I just feel slightly underwhelmed so far. I know this is the first beta, and there's bound to be a ton of new changes. There's going to be new features and whatnot. They were just showing off like the top new changes, but still, I was somewhat hoping just for, you know, maybe a little bit more. But at the same time, it's like, why would I hope for more? I mean, I was thinking before they announced iOS 14, like, what more could they do at this point? Because I couldn't even think of anything new that I would do to the iPhone. Like, what kind of new features and changes would I even want? Other than, you know, less intrusive notifications, which they changed that. But other than that, I don't even know what else I would want to change. So that's why it doesn't really make sense that I could feel underwhelmed by this update, because I really don't even know what I would want to change if I could. I feel like it's, you know, iOS and just Android and software in general has matured to the point of where it's fine the way it is. And I'm fine with that. So if any new changes were to happen, you know, I'm just kind of neutral about it at this point. This goes for just everything. iOS, Android, Windows. You know, I don't really care about change anymore. I just want everything to be the way it is now. Just keep it the way it is. Barf, bandit.